Hello, I'm Pastor Matthew Verhoeg, and this is a sermon in only 3 minutes. In this text, Jesus has some very stern words, and they're addressed not to the Pharisees, but to the crowds. Now, great crowds accompanied him, and he turned and said to them, as Jesus has set his face now toward Jerusalem, he wants people to be absolutely sure they know what they're getting into, what following him will cost. Jesus here gives 3 qualifications for someone to be his disciple. The first has to do with family. Luke 14:26. If anyone comes to me and does not hate his own father and mother and wife and children and brothers and sisters, yes, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Oh, this is somewhat hyperbolic, considering that we are called to love even our enemies. His point is that the decision to follow Christ may be regarded as hatred of family. Saying yes to Christ meant saying no to family in the early days of the church, and still is for many believers today. For us, even here, this means Jesus must have a higher allegiance for us than our family, or else we cannot be his disciple. The second qualification for discipleship is forsaking comfort and life. Whoever does not bear his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. A cross was an instrument of torture and death. Jesus asked his disciples to follow him for his whole life, even as far as the cross. In order to be a disciple of Jesus, we must place a higher priority on him than on our comfort, safety, yes, even our lives. So therefore, any one of you who does not renounce all he has cannot be my disciple. Finally, to be a disciple of Jesus, we must renounce our possessions. Following Jesus must have a higher call on our life than our car, our house, our iPhone. You cannot be a disciple of Christ and place a higher priority on any possession than on Jesus. Jesus challenges all of the people following him to count the cost of discipleship. For which of you, desiring to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it? Now the cost is very high. Your possessions, your family, yes, even your life. But don't let that stop you from coming to Christ. Because if all you look at is the cost, you're going to miss what you purchase. For in following Christ, there is a new and better family. There's an inheritance of not just some little thing, but the whole world, and to boot, life eternal. So count the cost truly, and then pay it gladly, giving up what is only passing to gain what's everlasting.